Hey guys, this is Coach Jarrett, co-host of the Soapboxing Podcast. Man, ever since I found this Anchor app, I tell you, podcasting has become a lot simpler and a lot easier to do. They distribute the podcast over several platforms, and you have to do no work. I tell you, man, if you're interested in doing podcasting, you need to download the Anchor app. That's ANCHOR.FM. You can get started today with the Anchor app and do whatever your heart desires.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Soapboxing Podcast, your main event of the evening.
Hey guys, this is Coach Jarrett. I want to give a shout out to our new sponsor, Pueblo Boxing. Y'all be sure to check out Pueblo Boxing. They have unique and high quality boxing gear and novelty gifts. You can find the gear at soloboxing.com. That's SOLO boxing.com. Check it out, man. They do quality work. Let me see this loading up. We live, brother. We live.
Live is always good.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't see the little fly background that I see a while ago.
Yeah.
But we good. We good. Shit.
I'm parked somewhere. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm over here by Rice University.
Oh, you downtown?
I used to live at this track, man. This
by Rice
was my house. Yeah. When I came here to train, that's where I trained, man. Right here on this track. The track is different now, but that was my life. 2 times a day. AM training, PM training. I lived that shit for a long time, man.
Tyler played on a televised game in Rice, man. When he was playing at Kincaid that first year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They have that game early in the year. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So he got to catch a touchdown and shit over there, bro.
How's he doing, man?
He's at practice right now, bro. Sack camp or whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. But it's some kind of camp, and they've been doing 7-on-7. They just had their last little tournament Wednesday or Thursday out here at Cinco Ranch, but
okay. Oh, so he's doing 7-on-7.
Yeah, see his coach who built him has a 7-on-7 team, and they always have when they did the the state tournaments and all that type of shit. And then but once he started playing high school ball, all the high school teams have a 7-on-7 team as well, for the receivers and quarterback. And this was his first year really playing for the team. Okay. Because he always played for his coach's team, But senior year, bro, trying to get it fucking in, man.
He got a big upsize, man. He gonna be all right.
Well,
all he gotta do is don't drop no balls.
The plan, and that's the thing. His hands like glue, bro. But I told I told the gym when I said I'm sending him back over there, I'm waiting for him to get through with this extracurricular school so you can get him strong, bro.
Yeah. That's so what I'm gonna do with him is work on the resistance, like his speed, have him pulling that damn tire in that sled. Everything else will take care of itself, like being stronger upper body. But if he can get across that grass and don't drop no balls, you can always get faster, man. I mean, you got to stick with the damn basics. Put that fucking tire behind his ass and make him run with it fast as he can. And I'm 100% sure he'll get faster. You run 4.46, 4.4, he'll run faster. There ain't no other way to do it. So.
And he's about 6'3", so he got the length and everything. So we just need to get his ass where he can get loose and get the ball,
Yeah.
Let me see. Make sure we live. Oh yeah, we live, bro. All right, bro. We got a lot of shit to talk about with this boxing, man.
Man, yeah, I know. You know,
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
They say I don't. If you ask Regis, Coach, you don't know nothing about no boxing. All right, motherfucker, whatever. Say what you want.
Hey, well,
my predictions have been right.
Well, I'm seldom wrong with my predictions. But and you know, sometimes they say I'm wrong, but I'm really right. No, man. Hey, and I talked to him yesterday. How proud let's play catch up, brother, because we were supposed to do a show and then we got sidetracked and then you had some fights and I think I might have had a fight or something. But how proud are you of Kenny, man?
Oh my God. Kenny Sims made me I can't like a fighter must have to win fights. He made it evident. He made it clear. And my goal with any fighter is for them to maintain, like I said, their power, their strength, their speed throughout the whole entire fight. And when people go back to watch that fight, they'll see Kenny Sims pick it up. And Rodriguez got tired. And Kenny picked it up, and then Kenny stepped to him. That's conditioning and boxing. He was able to do exactly what the coach wanted him to do. They had a brilliant fucking plan. The plan worked. Kenny started walking that kid down because he did not get tired. And Kenny Sims changed his whole career with that win.
Yes.
You know, and I even think Top Rank got rid of that kid, who they had an eye on this kid to being like the world champ.
They did.
And we knew. I kept telling Kenny, they ain't seen you yet. On top of the skills that Kenny has and his IQ as a fighter, all I got to do is get that motherfucker strong and keep his wind up, and he'll beat a lot of people. I'm proud of that kid, man. Super.
Let me say this, man. Let me say this. First and foremost, I'm a fan of that kid, and it happened organically. It happened by being up there at Jay Prince, being up there sparring, watching him with world-class fighters, watching him spar my guy, watching him spar any man who coming into the fucking gym. He don't care their size, none of that shit. And I'm sitting there, oh, shameless plug. I reached out to Kenny. He's gonna do the show next weekend, Saturday.
Oh, so, good.
Yeah,
good.
So I get the fella on. Anytime I get somebody on that I'm a fan of, bro, or have a relationship, the shit records itself. But I'm watching this kid, bro, and I'm going, and you get asked Q whenever y'all working. I'm going, man, this fucking kid's good, bro. This fucking kid's good, man. And he's like, yeah, coach, that motherfucking fight. I said, no. He's fucking good, bro. Like he knows what he's doing in the fucking ring. Now I hopefully I know his pops built him. I know K's working with. I know he's working with top flight guys. So I don't want them to take it as like well, what the fuck you think? No. I don't, bro. I don't see a lot of educated fighters, even when they world champions. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I see an educated fighter, and what I mean, like a ring general, right? A guy who can do certain specific things that I hold high, I'm fucking impressed, bro. So when I seen that kid, I'm like, man, this fucking kid. Now, here's the thing. Now, I was offered a fight with Kenny with one of my fighters, and so I looked at him and was like, yeah, I accepted the fight. Now, I don't know how far it came from their side, or was it just a matchmaker reaching out, or whatever the case may be. I'll ask him next week, but if he even knew about it. And I watched the Showtime thing and all that shit, right? But shortly after that fight didn't materialize, shortly after that, I'm in the fucking gym with the kid, right? And I'm going, that's boxing, bro. It's a small fucking world, right? And I see he's with Jarrett and K and them, right? So now I'm watching him and I'm like, fuck, this fucking kid is good, strong, a ring general. Now, this is what impressed me the most with Kenny. Oh, no, not impressed me the most, but it's something very, 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 and I want you to understand this too, Coach. Something very, very particular that people can't do. It's hard to do. There's buku fighters who think they could go both ways, right? Buku. There's buku fighters who switch southpaw, switch conventional. But they really can't. You know what I'm saying? They in there with a guy who just can't fucking do nothing about it because he's probably the better athlete. When I see a fighter who can seamlessly go from a conventional fighter to a southpaw and not have the flaws, because no man is as good from where he's supposed to fight than where he's, and normally what happens is a guy switches and his stance is all fucked up. He's leaning forward. You know what I'm saying? He's whatever. This fucking kid don't do that at all, bro. At fucking all, bro. And I noticed that shit in there sparring with him now. I got a kid that could do that, but I'm never going to admit it because y'all going to see it on the big stage one day. But so therefore I recognize it. And I'm like, fucking Kenny will go southpaw and his stance is proper. He's shooting shots from the correct distance. He's fucking doing things. Man, this shit ain't supposed to work like this, man. No, guys can't do that. It's very, very rare. Very rare, bro. Even people who are known to be able to do it wrong, in my opinion. So man, this kid made me a fucking fan. Now, I know y'all working him. I know you getting him right with his strength. I know K, top flight. His daddy gotta be a top flight guy because look at his son, right? So a week before they leave for Colorado, maybe 2 weeks. Now he and I have created a friendship. I know him. He knows me. What's up? So we spar and Quinton's kicking the shit out of somebody. You was in there that day. Quinton's kicking the shit out that guy and then he said something. So Q's talking to him the whole time. And finally finally said, get this fucking kid out of here, man. Give me somebody who can fight. Well, that day, Kenny was watching that. And I couldn't help myself. Evins, I say, Kenny, come here, man. He walked up the stairs. I said, let me tell you something, bro. You finna whoop this, he's Dominican, right, Elvis? He was a Dominican. I said, you finna whoop this kid? You finna whoop this kid simply because he doesn't have the ability to fight you. Now, the only thing is he can punch. So if you get hit with something, don't be fucking stupid and stand there and try to get it back. Box him and get it back, right?
Right.
Now, that could have went in the kid's ear and out the other, don't matter. But he left a little smile like I was reinforcing what he already knew. Yeah, this motherfucker can't fight with me. So now he goes up there, Colorado, they training, Q's up there, everybody's up there, and then he's going to the fights, man. So I'm tuned in, bro. I'm tuned in. I'm like, if this kid doesn't have a momentary lapse or and get hit with something stupid, there's no fucking way. And I mean, out the gate, bro, it was evident that that Rodriguez not only couldn't fight with him, he had no fucking answers. He had no answer. Anything, And I'll be damned if Kenny ain't come out. He got hit once or twice in the third. He never lost composure. That son of a bitch came out, switched, and that just confused the shit out Rodriguez, because then he wouldn't even throw. He was comfortable shooting that straight left like a southpaw can. Soon as Kenny went left, that shit stopped. He don't have a jab. Man, then Kenny said, fuck it, and walked him down. Bro, that shit was beautiful, bro. I think I had it. I think I might have gave the other kid one round, maybe one round, just a pity round. But, man, I know you was hooting and hollering like I was. I was in my living room.
I was out of my mind. I said, nah, he walking that motherfucker down. And when they show the athletes in the corner, Regis is breathing heavy. I said, oh, he's in trouble.
When did you notice that? It was early too. It was early.
It was like the fourth round, I think it was. After the fourth round, that kid was and King was like,
Yes.
It was over.
And Kenny was in that, you could see it all over his face. He was having fun. He was in complete control. And that shit was beautiful, man. That shit was beautiful, bro.
Perfect display of boxing. Confidence from a kid. It's perfect, man.
I think he's a great example to fighters, right? Who, and I don't know his backstory, so I'll find it out when I have him on here. I knew he was a touted amateur, but I don't know. I don't know how he got the losses on his record. I don't know his position. Was he being promoted? I don't know who he was signed with. I don't know none of that. But he's the perfect example to fighters who have a stumbling block, a little setback. Mm-hmm. But if you got the goods, bro, if you got the fucking goods, bro, you know it.
Yeah.
So you fumbled the ball. Pick that bitch back up, man. Pick it back up. Let's go. Because I mean, he's got a great record, don't get me wrong, but I'm sitting here going as a fan. I'm sitting here going, well, how the fuck this kid got beat? I want to know how he got beat. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this motherfucker could fight that good. Prior to the fight, I'm vocal. Prior to the fight, I'm telling all my boxing, what would you call them? Our luminaries, people in the sport, people actually in the sport. They going, Coach, who you got, Rodriguez or the Sims kid? I said, the Sims kid's going to wash him. Everybody was like, you out your fucking mind. I said, I'm telling you.
I got that. Yeah.
I said, I'm in the gym with this kid. I seen him. That fucking kid don't have no answers for him, bro. Mm-hmm. He better hope. I said, the only way Rodriguez wins is if Kenny has a major night off and comes in the ring injured or something. He can't box with that boy.
Right.
The next day on Twitter, Coach. God damn, you called that shit, bro. How did you know that? I said, I fucking told you. What you mean, how did I know? I told you the kid could. Oh, bro, that shit was fun, bro. I love when somebody's an underdog, but he's only an underdog because y'all don't know. That's what I love. I love that part, man.
See, boxing has a bad habit, a bad fucking habit, and it's the critics. They got a bad habit, and promoters, all these promoters, they got a bad habit of writing fighters off when they lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you lose 2 or 3 fights, they write them off. But guess what? The best in the history of our sport, the sport that we love so much, have lost. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler.
Joe Louis got knocked out before he was the heavyweight champion of the world. Right.
Yeah. And they want to write these kids off. And when I say write them off, they write them off. Okay, let's take a kid like Rodriguez. They just said, fuck you. They wrote him off. The kid could fight. He just came up against a kid that was better. That's boxing. That's fucking boxing.
That's it. And this is what I like to say. That's another lesson that Kenny taught young fighters. Mm-hmm. Realize you're one loss away from getting dropped. So know it, and treat your business as a professional. And when the promoter is blowing you how great you are, no, yeah, motherfucker, I'm great today. But if I have an off night, like I do in the gym, like everybody has off days in the gym.
Yeah.
But if I have an off day on a performance, I'm not so great no more. So that's really actually, I want the young fight, because you know these young fighters is like rappers. Some dope man gives them $20,000 and they start and they keep all the money from the record and they loyal as shit to the record company. They loyal as shit for that $20,000, but you know, on to the next soon as they get somebody else with a hit record. So
hey, give me 2 seconds. I gotta step. Give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead, Coach.
Be right back. Be right back. Right back. Perfect.
There it is. Yeah, man. So it's a good thing for these kids. Now, you know, hopefully they with a manager who's got some experience that wiggles their way through, you know, who understands what to do with a kid once he loses. That's a great fighter. You know, you got to reset. Now it's a stumbling block, but you reset. If he's got the goods, man, you rock with him. Bro, you telling me Tony Harrison, J. Rock, Banana, these ain't great fighters? These are great fucking fighters. Now a personal friend of ours and one of your fucking in business with, we love some Jarrett Hurd, bro. If you throw Jarrett Hurd away, you a fucking fool. You a fucking fool, man. And guess what? And we could touch on his last performance if you want a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you this here, man. And hopefully Jarrett sees this because I'm supposed to get him on the podcast sooner or later. But
okay.
Hopefully Jarrett sees this. Same way I was rocking with your ass before this fight is the same way I'm rocking with your ass right now. And what I told him I believed prior to that fight about what he could do with certain individuals, I still believe the same shit. I watched the fight. As a trainer, I see what could have been done different. But hindsight's 2020. You got to stick, your team. You got to have a solidified team, man, and some guys who don't walk away and figure it out because it's a stumbling block. But you don't fucking throw you don't cut a monstrous motherfucker like a Jarrett Hurd. I don't give a shit, bro. Because I don't give a fuck, bro. Any given Saturday, man, whoever's across the ring from him goes to sleep. Any given Saturday, bro. Yeah. If he lands that one, it's over with. It's over with, bro. Yeah. But I didn't see. Yeah, I'll give you my take on it, bro. I publicly said I wasn't gonna buy that Floyd Mayweather shit because I think Floyd Mayweather will, well, like most people, he's one of the greatest ever did it, but I just have no interest in watching him beat up on these guys, and those guys aren't from my generation, so I really don't know them or have no want to see them fight. Right now, I say that knowing that we fought on the card where the brother fought, right? but it was boxing business. That's why I was there. And I would have bought the card because Regis was on it. So what I did was I said, fuck, Jarrett's on this card. I forgot, man. Jarrett's on this card. So I got the shit. I got the bullshit for his fight. Cause I didn't care about I didn't care about the football player. I didn't care about the main event. And I forgot. See, I forgot who else was on the card. But man, seeing Jarrett in there, and then it seemed to me, Coach, it seemed to me that Jarrett, at some point early, it might have been before he walked in the ring, I don't know. It seemed like to me that Jarrett decided to say fuck it and go forward. Like fuck it, I'm gonna just knock this dude out. I'm gonna let him get off so I can knock him out, and then I'll go forward, try to knock him out. Once he starts fighting back, I'll try to pause to try to counter him and knock him out. And I felt like, you know, we've been in camp with Jarrett, twice in a row, waiting for his fight to materialize.
Three times.
3 times. And this is what I know about Jarrett Hurd. I was a fan before he was in Houston, but for a different reason. When he was in Houston, and I got to watch him and got to see what they're developing in him, I said, no. He can fucking box too. That motherfucker can box, man. So now it elevated, you know, what I liked about him. And I seen none of that in that fight. Now, maybe we all know what had recently occurred in his life and shit. Had to have an impact. He's just a tough, he's a tough fighting man, bro. So he's gonna fight. He's gonna get in there and fight with you. Coach, and then go ahead.
I'm 100% sure that Hurd had everything ready for that fight. And
he been looking great in the gym when I see him.
A lot of people don't know what took place. Some of us do, some of us don't. But what also people don't understand is the impact that it has on an athlete. And I can honestly say that because I experienced the same thing Jarrett Hurd did. Jarrett don't even know this. And I hadn't even had a chance to tell him or share this with him as a coach athlete. In 1988, my mother passed away in March of ovarian cancer. I was still in college. I was preparing for the U.S. Olympic trials in the long jump. And the U.S. Olympic trials were 3 months later, in June. How about I as an athlete who said he was focused and I was ready to go, my mind and my emotions and everything was everywhere, but I thought I had them under control. And I didn't. And I went to qualify, and I had 3 qualifying meets. And I was in Puerto Rico. And I jumped and pulled both my hamstrings, snapped them. Fell flat on my face. It took them 45 minutes to get me out of that sand because it felt like the world fell on my shoulder. All the stuff that I had to go through as an athlete, as a man, was a young man who just lost his mother, his best friend, his everything. And because my dad wasn't around, that weighed on me. It weighed on me. So I couldn't do nothing. And I thought I could, but it didn't happen. And I was fucked up for a minute emotionally, but that emotion controls the physical. And I'm sure, I know without a doubt that had an effect on the undisputed welterweight champ Hurd in that ring, man. And whether he wanted to walk through it or not, whatever the coaches was telling him, whatever he had gone through, it wasn't going to happen. And did he try and fight everything? You saw what he did. He fought through that shit. But emotionally, her emotions were everywhere, and that affected the outcome of his performance. Because on the real, you ask me, he knocked the kid down twice, and one of them rounds, and he hurt him a couple of times, and then in the last round he knocked him down. They said he didn't knock down. So the fight, he should have won the fight on that, in my opinion. But he wasn't there, man.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
First fight without his father, I know how it felt.
Man, the whole time he was coming up, Showtime always showed his dad and his mom and how close they were, and how he was a grown man, world champion, still at home and shit. It was a close-knit situation.
Yes.
And with all that, the kid didn't make no excuse. He went in there and fought. Now, let me say this. When I'm rooting for a guy, I could root for a guy. I could be a fan and I could be a trainer. Now an analyst. Now that I'm doing commentary and shit. But here's the thing. I'm going, Jarrett, you're making this fight too fucking close, bro. You're making this fight too fucking close. Now, the first knockdown, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. Here's my position on it. Did he knock down the guy? Did he slip? Did he what? Did he do whatever? Here's the thing. The ref called it a knockdown, so you got to score it on your score as a knockdown. My question always is, with those situations is, okay, if Jarrett didn't throw a punch, would he have went down? Right? Rather it's a pot shot, a slip, whatever the case may be. So to me, that first knockdown was that borderline because we know it was raining in there, because Jarrett was slipping, everybody was slipping. Okay, so I leave it at the ref's door. When the ref tells me it's a knockdown, on my pencil and paper, it's a 10-8 or a 9-9 if you're actually losing the round. Okay, I believe, and you know this, you've been watching boxing long enough, around these fighters long enough, and training fighters long enough. You know this. Referees do makeups. Because here's the thing. The last fucking second of that 12th round, the last punch of the fight, Jarrett finally landed the punch he was looking for, and he hurt that fucking kid. He clipped him. Yeah. I said, oh. Yeah. And the guy does this. No knockdown. Yeah. I said, motherfucker. Yeah. I said, and immediately I said that's a makeup, because whoever was there probably booed the first knockdown, so he made it up, and it was the end of the fight, so he waved it off. But in a fight like that, you can't wave it off because it mattered. Right. That shit mattered, bro.
It's crucial. It's crucial.
Now,
fucking crucial.
Now, here's my position, and you don't have to share this with me, Coach, but I made my mind up on this years ago. If I got to figure out a way we won, that was a problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got to sit here and go, well, if they'd have gave us that knockdown, we supposed to fucking take care of that business. We were supposed to dominate and get that kid out of there. Because if we don't accept that, how do we improve on the next fight, right? If we don't say, oh man, any other day, there's no way Arias beats fucking Jarrett Hurd. Any other day.
Hell to the fucking no.
But today, everything went together to where we lost the fight. If we don't accept the laws, bro, how do we adjust? You understand what I'm saying? That's where my coach's mind goes. So even though as a fan, I was hanging on to that fucking knockdown at the end, plus the kid was hurt. He fucking hurt him. And we seen he was hurt earlier in that fight. Who knows? Who knows? Had he fucking did the whole get up, walk this way and shit. Who knows? Had that ref seen his eyes rolling back or whatever. Who knows? But if we do that, and we hold on to that shit, bro, we can't improve on the next one. You see what I'm saying? We can't say, all right, man, we got to fucking destroy a kid like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that fight. I believe Jarrett knows I'm 100% Jarrett Hurd fan. You know that. Everybody knows that. I'm public with all my shit. So, all right. What happened. I don't know if has he came back to the H yet, or he's still up north?
Not yet. But I guarantee you, I'm this, and I can only, like I said, I can only speak from my own experience. I've been through that same situation that Hurd went through as an athlete. This next go around for Jarrett Hurd, it's going to be a problem. He is. I believe that the world is going to see this kid. I don't think he's going to ever. I don't think he'll never lose another fight.
You know why?
Have this Jarrett Hurd.
You know why?
Difficult because I think once now that this stuff is almost is really behind him, and he has an opportunity to sit and mourn the loss of his father, because that's normal. You got to do that.
Yeah,
you got to do that. It's a part of life, and he never had that chance.
The death of my daddy fucked me up personally for 10 years, bro. 10 years. Mm-hmm. I went on a 10-year tear, bro. Mad at the world. So, and my life was nowhere near the pressure of a fucking world champion. No matter what kind of penitentiary chances I was taking, that kid's working. That kid's walking a razor blade. You know what I'm saying? He's walking that razor blade. But here's what I believe. Here's what I believe, and why I believe what you said is the truth. Okay? Now, Jarrett can say, fuck it, I got money, fuck it, I quit, fuck this boxing. But I believe he's a bad motherfucker. I believe he hates losing. I believe, right. I believe the monster's about to wake up because Jarrett Hurd is going to think to himself, yeah, you motherfuckers dismissed me when I lost to J-Rock. Y'all said, finally he didn't knock a guy out when he was behind the 8-ball, right? Now with this loss, people saying, he's done. It's over with for Hurd or whatever. I believe that kid's about to get fucking mad. and
I'm gonna tell you something.
And he's a good-natured guy. So if he's mad,
well, you don't want to see that. This is the Jarrett Hurd the world is going to see. I'm telling you, every time I mention that Charlo, Charlo done wrote him off too, but they're gonna fight. I'm telling you, bro. I'm saying this publicly. Them dudes can't beat Jarrett Hurd, man.
I think this. Tell me what you think. That's why I asked you if he was back, because I didn't know if y'all had this conversation yet. And I know you strength conditioning, and I know he's got to talk to his, his chief second and K and all that. I think Jarrett might need to stay at 60, bro, because I believe Charlo's gonna come to 60 in a fight or two.
Oh, he's coming to 60.
So that fight's gonna happen. But and I'm gonna make this public plea. Coach Collinsworth making a public plea. Jarrett, if you're gonna continue fighting, and I believe you will, but if you're gonna please go to 60 and get rid of the boo-boo guy, please.
Yeah.
And go get and you can get your Charlo fight, but go clean up 60, man, and get them scraps. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Finally get rid of the fucking the guy who ruined HBO boxing. Go mop Triple G, send him out to the pastor some fucking well, man. Jarrett Hurd, bro. I know what you can do. I see it. And just like I told your little brother, Kenneth Sims, this guy can't fuck with you, man. I know it. I know guys who can't fuck with you when you on, bro. I seen you on. Let me tell you something. My kids, say what you want about whatever. My kids campaigning at 47, his whole pro career, we campaigned at 52 and became the number 152 in the nation, but number 5 on planet Earth. My kid has been in there with all of them, bro. And here's the thing. I developed that kid from his first fucking jab. So he thinks like I'm thinking. We believe the same shit. Not that he didn't pick up from other guys on the team and all that shit, but my kid's able to compete with guys above his weight class and shit. Why? Because we dissecting motherfuckers and doing shit they never seen before. And we not gonna try to out-athlete you if your strong suit is athlete. If your strong suit is boxing, maybe we out-athlete you, right? If your strong suit is athlete, we outbox you. That's what the fucking name of the game is. So when we've been in there with we've been in there with Charlo, we've been in there with all the guys. When I see Jarrett Hurd able to stand there with Quinton, even though he's much a bigger man, and Quinton ain't no slob. I mean, Quinton, what, 6 foot? He's right there.
He's 6, yeah.
And he's long. He got heavyweight. Fucking the boy got 75-inch arm reach, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm watching him in there with Jarrett, and Q's got to be all the way on his note because he don't want this big motherfucker to hurt him, right? So he's in there. Wow, he's in there. And I'm seeing Jarrett Hurd fucking do shit. I'm like, oh, nah, this a whole nother motherfucker than people realize. Yeah. Despite how he become the champion, right? Despite being a slugger.
Right.
I used to call him, and I told him this, coach. I told him this. I used to call this, especially with the blind hair. I used to call him, man, that's the Italian stallion right there. Because he's gonna keep walking forward, get hit, and he don't give a shit. Yeah. He don't give a shit. He's gonna knock out. So it was almost like a Rocky type guy. The kid could box though, bro. And maybe he couldn't before. I don't know about before. But since he been in Houston, bro, that kid can box, man. That kid can fight. If you could fight and you could box, you're a bad motherfucker. And if you got a SWAT like he does, and you as big as that fucking guy is, man, please go to 60 and mop these boys up. Get back to being a world champion. Unified. Go get that shit, man. Go get that shit, bro. I know he can do it. Nah. Jamel's gonna beat this guy they talking about him fighting for the be undisputed. He might do a fucking fight or two. Jamel's coming to fucking 60, bro. Y'all still go and guess what? Just like our guy Regis Prograis. You one devastating knockout from being right back in the mix, right back on top. And just like when he had to take that loss in England, that kid came back energized and wanting to kill everybody. So you put him in a ring with him. So Jarrett Hurd, do the same shit, bro. Do the same shit, cause watch how quick. Go get you a win at 60, and then go tell the zone. Go tell your management to tell the zone, all right, boo-boo, everybody's afraid of you. Okay, yeah. Everybody's scared of you. Okay, yeah. Fuck you. Let's run it.
He'll take that fight.
Sleep that boy. Let's run it. Let's go, man. I'm telling you, bro, he got a plan. He got a path to take. This shit ain't shit, bro. This is a setback. Is nobody wants to lose, don't get me wrong. It's a setback. Man, take what they gonna pay you to get back on the winning side. Stay at 60. Do that one at 60. You can always go do the Arias thing again if you want. Jarrett Hurd could take that fight again the next fight. He don't gotta wait. Yeah, he don't gotta wait.
Fuck out of that kid.
That's my opinion, bro. I could be wrong. I've been known to be, but man,
I agree. I mean, I don't know what the Coach K's plan is at Jarrett, but whatever they do, this Jarrett Hurd is coming back. I don't think he'll be stopped. Not even by the Charlos. I don't care what weight class, either 54, 60, 68, whatever they want to do. The world ain't seen this Jarrett Hurd. We're gonna see a Jarrett Hurd who's fully recovered emotionally, right? And physically. Come on, we've been training for a minute. You know, they kept getting changed, a whole bunch of fights
all through the pandemic and shit. Right.
Just stuff, man. Stuff at that level will cause you to stumble, and we stumbled. But guess what? That stumble is you're gonna stumble right back to the fucking top. I'm telling you, and we have this on your show that Jarrett Hurd is coming back. way better than he's ever been in his whole entire career. Emotionally, physically, financially, all that stuff is going to be in his favor because that's the plan I believe God has for this kid. God never sets us up, puts us down, and then leaves us there.
As long as we do the work. Right, as long as we do the work.
And he's ready. I believe that's going to happen. So I'm excited about
Bro, go do what I said at 60. And when Jamel, check this out. Where you going to go? You going to 60. Who got the straps? Go get them fucking straps, man. Go get them straps. I'm telling you, bro. That's what I think. That's what I think. What the fuck do I know? I could be wrong.
I'm with you. I'm with anything that's putting my fight in position to get their fucking straps. Because that's what we train for.
Straps, bro. That's one thing I love. That's one thing I love about that Earl Spence, man. I took forever to get on the Earl train, right? And I know, and people look at me like I'm crazy, but hey, I'm flawed like that, I guess. But one thing, he that son of a bitch has proved me wrong every single time that I thought I might see a little chink in the armor. Even when he had a bad, like I think the Porter fight was a bad fight for Earl. Earl, that shit didn't have to be that rough. Earl could fight, man. Earl could box. He could have made that way, but he said he was gonna fight.
Porter made it his fight. So
right. You know. So and that's what happened. I remember Tyler looking at me, coach. He said, "We looking at the fight." I think it was around 9 or 10 or some shit like that. Tyler said, "Damn." I said, "Yeah, bro." He said, "Showtime Sean is winning, huh?" I said, "Yeah, he's fucking winning." I said, "Yeah, bro." I said, "That I didn't see this happening." He said, "Man, I got Porter ahead." I said, "Yeah, me too." And then Earl pulled it out in the end. But I said that to say this: the thing I like about that Earl, man, is he's so fucking even killed. He don't get excited, whether he's fighting hard, whether he's boxing. But I love his little saying, "Strap season." I love that shit, bro. That was a perfect, hey, it's strap season. And that's what I think, man. I think our guy needs to go up there, man, and collect them straps because I won't. And again, I'm always in the minority, coach. It's gonna be people gonna tell me I'm crazy, but every time I fucking tell motherfuckers who's gonna win, like you, then they win. Man, how the fuck did you know? Because I know boxing, bro.
Yeah.
Jarrett Hurd. Triple G at this stage is not going to fuck with a Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd is going to abuse that guy. I happen to think that Boo Boo kid is so flawed, and I know he's undefeated and shit. I think he's going to force in like that with his head face, and Jarrett's going to come with that left hook or that fucking sweeping right hand. Bow!
That uppercut.
Yeah. Oh, right in the inside. Bow! And it's over with. The fight's over with. So, strap season, man. Go get them things, bro. And you're right back on top.
I like that.
What you got, bro? With this tape.
I like well, I ain't with none of these motherfuckers that think they can beat my guys. And we work too fucking hard. And I don't believe none of these motherfuckers can beat the guys that I train at that level. Tank talking shit to Regis. Regis is a grown man. He'll knock that motherfucker out. It won't go 6 rounds. Okay, that's my take. But this fight with Barrios, man, there's a great height difference. I don't know who, I want to lean towards Tank because you got to keep that jab on him. You got to keep that. I mean, he ain't been hit. Ain't nobody hit this kid yet, man.
Right.
Let's see what happens when he get hit. I think it's gonna be a good fight. We've
been in the ring with Barrios. Q been in the ring with Barrios. This is my thing, man.
Okay.
Let me play politics, all right, for a second.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm not saying to be no analyst.
All right, I don't think they put Tank in the ring with this kid if they didn't almost 1,000% believe he's gonna fucking win. Now, it ain't. I'm not saying that. So before your PBC Lions, the Lions people, before y'all lose y'all fucking mind, I'm saying this: Tank sells fights, regardless of who don't like it. It's no accident they keep putting him in Atlanta and shit. He sells to a specific demographic that back him 1,000%. So why wouldn't management fucking promote him to that demographic? And then once you maximize that, you go outside that potential, right? That's business. So there's no way that that little bitty guy go to 40 with anybody but this guy. Because if he beats Barrios, now all of a sudden here we got watch the pound for pound shit. Watch all that
it's
talk.
Coming.
Watch all that shit. Pound for pound, Tank. Because I'm gonna lean towards this, Coach. If I was Barrios' trainer, ain't no fucking way in the world Tank beats us. But that's me. I'm a length fighter. I'm a height trainer. I'm a length. There's no way that little fucking dude gets to me. It ain't gonna happen. And then once I keep him on his heels, now he can't even punch. And I'm not talking shit when I tell you we southpaw killers. My motherfucking uncle was a converted southpaw, and we were taught how to fight southpaws in a completely different way. And it's no accident that every time Quinton gets in the fucking ring, y'all seen him on TV, we wash fucking southpaws. Always. Yeah. And that was what was gonna happen tonight had we flew to fucking Vegas Wednesday. So had I had a guy built like that, right? Ain't no way that little bitty dude. I don't give a fuck how hard he hit. He can have concrete in his fucking gloves. It don't matter because you're not gonna hit me. But I don't got him. I don't know what his trainers can do. I'm sure he got great trainers. He's a world champion and shit. I just feel like the business in the boxing. Put it this way: if Barrios is able to fucking keep Tank off of him and beats him or clips him, it's gonna be a major deal because that wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a major upset because they wouldn't have put him in there because it's some 40s, bro. They wouldn't even come to the parking lot of the fucking venue with Tank Davis.
But you see what Leonard Ellaby said the other day.
I don't pay attention to what he said. What he said?
That motherfucker said, yeah. Well, yeah. The same thing you just said, Coach. If in my head, it's super true. This is what he said. They said some reporter asked him, "Oh, so Tank beats Barrios. He's at 140, WBA world champ. Right. So what's up before?" He says, "Oh, we're not campaigning at 40."
Right.
Yeah,
You know why?
You said it, Coach.
You know why? It's not feasible. It's not. First of all, he's gonna get beat up in front of packed stadium with any elite 140-pound fighter. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Now,
yes,
I'm not shitting on Barrios, bro. He's right there at the cusp. He's a world champion. He's right there at the cusp of the elite 140s, but he didn't. He didn't fight Regis. He didn't fight Josh Taylor. He didn't fight Ramirez. He didn't fight none of them guys. Yeah. And it's no accident that Tank Davis, a fucking lightweight, is his first fucking big fight at 40, right? So, man, that's the boxing part of the game that fans, and you know me, Coach, I'm the fuck the fans guy. The fans are the worst. They start coming up with shit out of left field, and it's like, bro, it's evident you don't understand how boxing works. And I'm an insider trying to give you the game. I'm an insider going, I fucks with y'all. Hey, this is how this shit works, bro. This is how this shit works. Yeah. Oh, nah, Coach. You a hater. I'm a hater. What the fuck?
I don't. Yeah.
Hey,
they don't know.
Nah, they have no fucking clue, bro. So I think you got to say Davis got to be the odds on for Tank got to land that bomb to that body at some point in that fight, but is it out of the realm of possibility that Barrios? Nah, fuck no. That's a 6-foot kid, bro. If he goes in that,
what?
Go ahead.
He's Mexican.
Yes.
He's Mexican.
Yes.
We got to get the Mexicans their fucking pop. They fight to the death. Tank ain't been in no fight to the death. And you know what? I'm leaning towards Barrios. Because guess what? You got a guy like that, and you think you're going to let somebody come here and beat me?
Yeah.
What?
Let
you
me
got to kill me tonight.
My little partner, one of my little partners, a little fighter I support, was in the Barrios camp. And he told me he was shining like new money, bro. He had to have it. He's ready. He's been fighting. He been in there with guys, real guys. Well, if he been in there with my little guy, he's in there with a real guy, undefeated guy. So, you know, I have no dog in the fight. And Tank has done fucked around in the last fight. Because prior to that, I wasn't excited, but I was a fucking Leo Santa Cruz fan. Shout out to Mikey, because the only time I rooted against Leo Santa Cruz when Aaron had Miguel Flores in there with him, so I'm rooting for our guy. But I said prior to that fight, and again, Coach, you're tripping. Listen, man, Leo Santa Cruz is gonna outbox the shit out of Tank Davis. The only problem I have is he's a fucking featherweight for real.
Yeah, no power.
I don't know at what point do the punches and bunches stop keeping him at bay, right? That's what I was worried about. And that's exactly what happened. He fucking was schooling Tank all the way till he got knocked out. That's how I seen the fight. I didn't have Tank. Did I give him a round? Maybe a round? And that boy was,
even when he got knocked out, bro, Santa Cruz is touching him. Yeah,
Santa Cruz was tuning him up the whole fight, bro. The whole fight. I'm a big Santa Cruz guy, bro. I had fun to watch. But so when I seen Tank knock him out the way in the fashion he did, because maybe Santa Cruz been hurt before, but I hadn't seen it really. I hadn't seen him hurt. So when you one punch a guy out like that, if nothing else, you got the power. If nothing else, you got the power at that weight.
Well, we know he got power. He got power. But the other question is, let's pick Barrios, right? With those same barrage of punches that he got hit with from Santa Cruz. And I'm telling you something. You think Barrios coming in that ring at 140 tonight, he going to be close to 160 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Watch. He going to be close to 160 pounds. He got Virgil in his corner. That old dude got something. I don't know what he was good with Andre Ward.
Mm-hmm.
You think they got something for Tank tonight, man? Tank either land a power punch or whatever, but I'm gonna go with the Azteca.
He's Virgil Hunter is absolutely a boxing strategist. You know what I'm saying? One of the top guys. So he's absolutely got a plan to win the fight and how to win. You know, and his guys. I mean, past every trainer got a plan how to win. But you know what I'm saying? He's very sports specific, and long as his fighter sticks to the game plan, right? I'm sure they have a very, very well thought out, well strategical plan to beat him. So I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna tell you, my fight of the weekend, and we getting a Loma, bro, because I got some fucking shit to say about Loma. I was gonna film my own personal blog and post on our shit about excuse Machenko, but I ain't fucking did it yet. And then you can tell me how you feel about him, but I got a rant on this fucking guy and his whole squad. Second time they done did this shit to us. But anyway, to me, the fight of the whole weekend, brother, Banana and Erickson Lubin, bro. I believe the 154-pound division in a boxing world that's full of fucking talent right now. People who you ever notice how people never understand when they in a great era? They never understand it because they too busy saying, well, it used to be, back in the day, all that. Bro, nostalgia is a liar, bro. Remember that. Not that those guys wasn't great, because I'm an old school head. That's what I was taught. I'm not saying that the old school wasn't the fucking best. But goddamn me, I can see today. Goddamn lightweight division, welterweight division, junior welterweight division, super middleweight division, whatever division Canelo's competing in at any given moment. Heavyweight division, every division is stacked, and
let's not forget the cruiserweight. We got the Nigerian pit bull.
Yeah. Who he's got?
He fighting some cat that's been knocking people out. Called him out. He says, "I show you the Nigerian pit bull tonight. It's on Sunday on Fox.
Fox
I work with that kid too."
All right, we're gonna promote it. But I believe the junior middleweight division, bro, is the most stacked, most talented. You got what, 7 motherfuckers? That's cool.
At least.
That top, and proof is in the pudding. Man, look how many everybody lost in that fucking junior middleweight division. Why? Because it's so stacked.
Yeah.
Now, I have my favorites.
Banana.
Yeah. You got Banana, Erickson Lubin, Tony Harrison, J-Rock, Jamel. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. That's 5 there. Bro, this division, man, on any given night, a motherfucker get his clock clean, man, because we know at the junior middleweight division, they punching like super middleweights, and they still got speeds of welterweights. That's why it's so fucking cold. Now, I don't know how to handicap this one, Coach. I really don't, because I'm not as schooled on Erickson Lubin as I probably should be, because I just didn't, I've seen him fight, but so I wouldn't even almost pick against the kid and act like he's not a top, because I know he's a top guy. I've seen him fight a couple of times, but I'm not schooled. I'm a fucking Banana fan, though, bro. Say what you want. I'm just a fucking Banana fan, bro. So I love a guy who was raised in a fucking cardboard box by a dumpster. Came to this country, bro. And changed his motherfucking everything, bro. Everything, man. I love that guy. And Quinton Randall been in the ring with Banana Rosario too. We done been there too. So I got, I love
all we do is win.
That's it, bro. That's it. So I'm so excited about this fight. I don't know how to handicap it. I don't really want to say I'm rooting for either man, because I fighting men, I hate to see them lose. But I'm a Banana fan. I don't watch maybe 6 or 7 of Banana fights, bro. I love watching him. He beat my guy. I'm a J-Rock guy. He beat my guy. And then he gets in there with Jamel. And bro, he got clipped early. Shit happens. It's a fight.
Yeah. It's boxing.
That kid gets up, gathers himself together, and does just what that Mexican fella did, Big Brother. Came forward. So now they can't punch because they got to be set and step. So if you backing him up, they fucked.
Yeah.
Jarrett. So that's that you got to do that. And then the weirdest fucking thing happened, which is what we train to do, as you know, what I did the kid on Triller. I even took our mid routine and cut it with when we dropped that kid with that jab to the solar plexus. Bah! We planned for that. But Jamel did it to Banana on he just had a space to punch, so he punched. And it looked like Banana had to be sucking in. He had to be breathing in the minute that hit.
He got caught. Yeah, he got caught.
It just wasn't on the chin. It was to the body, right? But the way his his diaphragm, this is what I seen. You tell me. That diaphragm had to be completely exhaled when he got hit.
Yes.
And he couldn't get no air back. And so
he
couldn't get up. He couldn't do. That's what the convulsions That's what the convulsion was. He wasn't dying. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't get no fucking air. So it's one of those things, bro. You can't plan for that shit, bro. Shit happens. It's a one punch, but it happened. Jamel got all the straps. Bravo, you got him. It's your world now. Mm-hmm. Banana and Erickson Lubin ain't taking no light touch, bro.
It's gonna be a fight. I promise you, it's gonna be a fight.
I think that's fight of the night, bro. For on either show, I think that's fight of the night.
You switch the subject right quick. You know, it looks like Mikey Garcia and Regis are about to do something. They talking about something. They talking about something,
bro.
I don't know what they're talking about, Coach, but they're talking about something. And Mikey Garcia is the perfect storm, the perfect opponent for Regis. This is not the same Regis Prograis. People better listen to me. This ain't the same motherfucker. This motherfucker is beyond. He wants to destroy people, and he trains like that. I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. From day one, years ago, the motherfucker ain't missed a training session. Understand what you're dealing with.
They don't.
He ain't missed a training session. You hear what I'm saying?
They don't.
He ain't the same fighter. Josh Taylor won't be able to run longer. He on the list. But right now, Regis is a monster. I feel sorry for Garcia. Listen to me. He's gonna be the first fighter to knock Mikey Garcia out if they make this fight. I ain't seen nothing like it. I'm telling you.
I can confirm this because I got some confirmation. Sources, right? Sources. You like how they say that?
I like sources.
I'm in the media, baby. Sources tell me it's not just scuttlebutt. No, they talking. They talking now. I'm not telling y'all to fight. You know, you would know that the fight's on. But Regis Prograis camp is talking to Mikey. Mikey's talking to Regis Prograis. So the Pac-Man shit went out the window with Mikey long ago. He was banking on that. What else is there out there to make money other than a Regis Prograis fight? And if you do it in fucking San Antonio or Houston, anywhere in Texas, forget about it. Because we know Mikey's people's coming. Mexicans, they coming. Nah.
They're coming.
Let me say this. I'm an old school Mikey Garcia guy, right? I've been rooting for that kid a long time. I picked him against all the dudes people thought was going to beat him. And I would tell these motherfuckers, you don't understand what this kid is, man. When the 6-footer Robert Easter came along, I said, he's about to school this fucking kid. You crazy, Coach. Mikey's too little. I said, listen, man. That shit matters when you're equal ability. When you're not equal ability, something trumps the other, right? And so that's how I seen it happen. And he did. Then he fights Broner. And Broner has a fucking a support system out of this world, man. Everybody thinks Broner's gonna show up. Every fight he gets, the old Broner, So they say he's gonna fight Mike. I said, it's not even gonna be close. And it wasn't. Nah. Here come Earl Spence. I said, Nah, I ain't never I always told you Earl made me a liar, but I didn't pick Mikey against Earl. But what I did say was Mikey's got the ability to outbox him if he can withstand the pressure and that size difference and depending on how Earl pulled a flea flick and showed up and boxed. And it was enough to show Mikey, yeah, he's boxing, but you remember what round it was? Mikey bit down to try to, he said, fuck it, I got to fight. And then he backed off and said, no, I ain't got to fight. I ain't got to fight this dude.
Yeah.
Now, so I picked Earl. That was the first time I picked against Mikey. Now this one, Again, I gotta take my fan hat off. I gotta put my coach's hat on, and I say this. Here's what favors my guy. Mike is not gonna crawfish against Regis. He's gonna try. He's gonna try to fight with him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where you go.
Dude, let me say something. Ask Regis. Regis will vouch for this. He's at the gym. I've been rooting for this kid before I even knew him. Before I knew him personally, I've been rooting for him. He's in New Orleans. We the same breed, right? So he's at the gym and he's sparring with one of my guys. And light sparring is in between camps. He's just working out. You know, Regis is a fucking workout fanatic. So I'm watching this motherfucker and I'm looking at him. So it's through or whatever. He gets out the ring and we bullshit. I said, you know, I want to apologize, man. And he goes, huh? You know, Regis, plain spoken, huh? I said, man, you way better than what I thought. Look. He gave me that fuck you look. Like, fuck you. But this is what I meant, though. I was trying to be funny, but this is what I meant. I was a fan of Regis because of his old school throwback mentality, his willingness to engage, all the things you're talking about. He comes in there and he's going, I'm going to kill this motherfucker because I'm feeding my family. I love that shit. If my dad was alive, Regis Prograis would be one of his favorite fighters, right? He would be like, oh, this is like the 50s, you know, when motherfuckers was, you know, fighting 4 times a month to feed their fucking family. This is a throwback fighter. But what I said was, I was underappreciating his actual boxing ability. That kid's got boxing ability, bro. He's got, I was watching his adjustments in the ring with his feet. I'm a big feet guy, right? Feet first all the time. That's where the fight starts. You know, it gets you in trouble or out of trouble, right? And I was very, very impressed. I'm like, God damn, man. I was so busy being a fan with Regis that I didn't really notice the small things he does. And that's where the fight's won, right? The small things. The small things is where you win the fight. The big things take care of itself if you do the small thing. And bro, I'm gonna tell you, man, I wholeheartedly believe if this fight gets signed, it doesn't go the distance. I believe
I don't see it going.
I believe Mikey's a great fighter, and where he is in his career right now, he's going to try to fucking be great and try to fight Regis, and that's gonna be Regis's world right there. That's what's going on. And nobody understand. It seems to me, you tell me you there, you got the best seat in the house. Nobody really understands how hard that kid punches till he's in a real fight with him.
Man, I'm telling you, like I told people before, I shout out to Big Eric Molina. I held the bag for Eric Molina. I held the bag for Jarrett Hurd. And I hold the bag for Regis Prograis, right? I got to compare these guys.
Pound for pound, right?
I compared Hurd to Molina. I compared Regis to Molina and Hurd. And all 3 of these motherfuckers, they go punch. But I got a lightweight. That lightweight moved the bag like the heavyweight. Hurd moved the bag like a heavyweight. Molina hit that motherfucking bag hard as hell.
Pow!
Now I'm telling you, and I'm holding the bag. I had the body armor with Regis. That body armor is thick. You know it's thick.
Yeah.
Man, my motherfucking ribs are hurting.
And you, Coach, you ain't no little fella.
No.
At all.
And I'm not, and I got that thick. Listen, I always say too, I was like, I tell myself, and I say, bro, I don't know how them dudes stand up to your punches, because that motherfucker punch like a monster. And his technique is getting better. He's getting better and better every day. So it's gonna be a problem, and it's gonna hurt Garcia bad.
Dude, I see that. I see him getting better. I see him hungry. Hey, and Regis in a situation where he could be comfortable as fuck right now. He could be in that Mikey position. Hey man, if you ain't paying me, fuck you. Regis is a throwback fighter, bro. Regis is a throwback. Yep. Regis wants to fight, man. Now, that's not me saying money ain't important to him. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's very important. Especially when you know how boys come from nothing. Once they start making it in this boxing world, once they get the check, get the real check, a couple of real checks. Now it's like, nah, you got to give me a real check. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming with that bullshit, but Regis, bro, it seems to me, he's a throwback fighter, bro. And I totally agree with you getting better because he was better than I was even giving him credit for because I was so caught up in the action of a Regis Prograis fight. No matter who you are, he's coming to fight. He's gonna get you, man. So I'm loving this fight. And guess what? Yeah. You get a Mikey. I don't know if people hold Mikey as high as I do. And if they don't, they wrong. Because the fucking kid is great. Multi-divisional champion. Comes from a solid, he comes from a historical. See, I come from a boxing lineage. He comes from a boxing world championship lineage, right? Like they win the whole fucking thing. We never won the whole thing. I'm still looking for my world champion. Right. His brother was a world champion. Fernando was a multi-world champion, and Mike is a multi-divisional world champion. But Regis,
I give it to Garcia. No disrespect to Garcia
at all.
Everything he's accomplished as a fighter is commended, but at the same time, you know, time and generations and talent and will, all that. Both of these fighters have the same desire, I believe, Regis and Mikey Garcia. And I don't know how hard Mikey Garcia hits, but I know how hard Regis Prograis hit. And if Mikey Garcia can take Regis Prograis punches, then we got a hell of a motherfucking fight.
Regis is a fucking what they call them things, fire extinguisher plug, bro. That motherfucker's built like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's strong, bro. He's bro.
Man.
Bro. He's
they don't know, coach.
A fire hydrant. That's what I was trying to say. That motherfucker's a fire hydrant, bro. That dude's bad, man. And so that's my handicap for that, man. And of course, I'm Team Prograis. I'm always gonna be Team Prograis. But I love Mikey Garcia. It's not no easy fight. Mikey Garcia is gonna be there to fight. I just the way I see it working out. The way I see it working out is the way I see it working out, bro. Lomachenko, man. What's your
listen, I told people when he fought Lopez, everybody laughed at me, bro. They laughed and they joked and they was talking bullshit. I said, I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers something right now. All that amateur shit, all that moving and ducking and all that ain't gonna work when that motherfucker get hit. I said, to me, he overrated. It's exactly what I said. You asked Regis because he was one of them. I said the motherfucker overrated, and when this kid Lopez hit him, he gonna settle him and he gonna beat him. That's exactly what I said. And I again, when I say overrated, I'm not taking nothing away from his accolades as a Olympic champion, but professional fighting and amateur fighting is totally different. You can take that to some fighters, but that little pity pad and all that moving, that shit ceases when a motherfucker hits you in your jaw. And that's what happened in that Lomachenko and that Lopez fight. Lopez hit that motherfucker, and he was scared to commit. And then when he started trying to commit, it was too late. So I listen. He got all the accolades, but I think they overrated him just a little bit too much.
I've done some deep thought on this kid, right? Because Like you, I don't take nothing. You can't. How the fuck am I going to tout the GWOAT for being a 2-time gold medalist and how great that was, and then not give him no. I give him all his accolades, all his fucking one of the greatest amateurs ever. Here's where they fucked up, in my opinion. Here's my rant, and I'll latch on to what you said because that was my point too. The professional prize fighting and amateur boxing is so starkly different. It's why. But the amateur boxing is the breeding ground to give the jump off to the pro boxing. I'm not saying it's not, but it's such a stark difference. There's a lot more cogs in the wheel in the professional game. And here's what I say. You remember when he was coming out professional? And
I really didn't watch. I didn't really watch him a lot. I don't like all that shit.
Let me give you the scoop. I'm gonna give you the quick scoop. He was turning professional. Supposedly every fucking promotion was reaching out, trying to give him some money, trying to sign it. He and his dad and his manager, whole thing was, I'm a 2-time gold medalist, which means he's a certain age, right, Coach? He's a certain age too. People forget about that. And he told, supposedly, this is the report, he told everybody, I won a world title fight, my first fight. First fight. So, of course, when he went to PBC, well, fuck, we can't do that. Nobody can do that. They ain't going to sanction the shit or whatever, right? But we'll give you one in 5 fights or whatever the case may be. Oh, no, that ain't good enough. He went to whoever else. Nah, we can't do that. Nobody can't do that. We can't put you in a world title fight. How? You ain't even in the rankings, right? So he goes to top rank, and Bob and them say, oh yeah, we can't give you a world title fight, first fight, but turn pro, and then your second fight, we gonna find a title for you to fight a world championship. So he signs with Top Rank. That's the story. That's the story. He fights his first fight, he wins it. They put him in there with a champion. The second fight, a rough, tough customer. Limited, but a rough, tough customer. God damn, I should know his name. I'm tripping right now. You would know who I'm talking about. He loses. Right? So
was it Beltran?
No.
It was. I know you're talking about. I can't think of it.
He rematched in the next fight. And that's how I think he got the title, whatever. But at featherweight, I think it was. Or maybe
Soto or something like that.
Yeah. Soto, something. What the fuck was this?
Soto, yeah. Something like that.
So
shit, I can't think of his name.
Here's my point. The people behind Loma, and I'm talking about Loma Squad, and I'm gonna make this circle around so you could get my theory. They thought they had the greatest thing since sliced bread. No reason not to think that, right? And all the juggling balls and pressing numbers and holding your breath underwater, all that extra shit was why he was so dominant in the amateur. So we gonna take it to the pro ranks, and that's gonna happen. So they gambled on this kid without realizing this pro world is a different world. Now you could say, and a lot of Loma fans, super fans, say he really won that fight and he got robbed or whatever, right? Well, doesn't everybody right. Get robbed when they lose? But what happened was the other kid treated him like an amateur. He fucking was hitting him on the elbow, roughing him up, popping him with the shoulder, beating on him without outboxing him. So he lost the fight. But guess what? Y'all gambled on an amateur kid with no fights to do this world championship in his second fight, and you lost. That's what happens. You didn't take for granted the nerves, the experience of a professional world champion who knows how to survive and knows how to do the small things that lets the big things happen, and he lost. And here they come, top rank, one of the best in the business. But here come the top rank machine. Oh, he was robbed. We gonna get it back. He's still the greatest thing. If you remember, Bob was calling Lomachenko the greatest fighter he ever seen since Muhammad Ali. That's a quote. That's a quote. He said that shit. I think old Bob's on them left-handed cigarettes in his older age, and he'll just say some shit. He'll just say some shit. But they said that shit. So they get him back in the ring with a guy. He wins this time. Well, of course, he's a great boxer. He knows what beat him. He adjusted. So I'm sitting back going, man, this Lomachenko guy, as great as he is, he's a great boxer. You know, you can't just jump in there and put a guy in there with the fucking, you know. So now he's beating guys. He's beating named guys. He's still only got, I think, what he's got now? 15 fights or some shit? 10? 18 fights? 10 fights? Yeah, it's something 20. Small. It's something small for, it's not 20 fights. Now, I'm watching Teal. And I wasn't brave as you, Coach. I remember you saying that you picked Teal. Bobby Benton. I'm going public. Bobby Benton told me Teal Lopez was going to beat Lomachenko. Who else told me? Somebody else told me. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm a Teal fan, and I wasn't even brave enough to pick him, although I was saying, no, Teal can win this fight. We was down there. Why? Because we was on the undercard. Check this out. That was our first fight with you, I believe, against the Puerto Rican kid, right? Yeah. So we fight. We beat the Puerto Rican kid. I go back to the room because we were still in the bubble. So where they was going to let us watch the fight, fuck it. I'd rather watch it on TV. I went back to the room and watched the fight. Round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5. Now round 6, I text Quinton, who went back to his room too. I said, I ain't seen this Russian win a round yet. And he texted me back, me neither. I said, round 7. I said, man, that motherfucking Teal had to have it tonight because I was there. We had to weigh in. I witnessed no one thinking Teal was going to win. I witnessed the whole promotion catering to their star. I witnessed how many times motherfuckers told me Vasily Lomachenko was the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. And I said, well, who says that? Nobody says that. No boxing guys say that. He's in a pound for pound, but nobody has him #1. Nobody has him over Canelo. Nobody has him over Bud Crawford. Nobody really had him over Spence, really. Spence was in the fucking conversation, right? Who are y'all selling this shit to? Oh, it's the machine. It's the machine because he's the star. Even at that win, bro, when they faced off, me, Danger, and Quinton was walking back to the room. I says, y'all seen what I seen? Yeah. I said, man, Teal's this thick, bro. That Lomachenko guys, even though they the same height, I say that's a lot more man than that guy.
Yes, sir.
It won't shock me if he won't go. And he didn't go for 7 rounds. And he lost the 12th. That means you lost 8-4. And then after the fight, Lomachenko said he was robbed. I said, wait a minute.
Believe in his own hype.
I said, wait a minute. I watched the fight. I've been doing this thing half my life. Nah, bro. Nah, nobody robbed you. In fact, everything was against Teal. The only motherfucker there who said he was going to win was his paw, who was ranting and raving the whole time. And then Teal, who off camera is he's not no braggadocious. He's a great guy. I love the kid. The times I've been around him, I root for him like a motherfucker. And they knew they knew they was gonna win that fight, and they also knew everybody in the building and in the promotion said they wasn't. They knew that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so watching him pull that shit off was so fucking beautiful, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Now, that fight, we signed the fight. Lomachenko's chief sparring partner. That's who we was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They approached me, I took it. 2 weeks before the fight, he pulls out.
Mm-hmm.
We was getting ready for a 154-pound right-handed fighter, Russian fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And to save the show, I had to take a 147-pound southpaw Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, can you do it in 2 weeks? I got it. Fuck, I don't like it, but I got it. We did it. Okay, you got to take whatever they tell you. Whatever the reason they pull, I forget what the reason was. I think he was injured or some shit they said.
Hold on one second. No, hold on.
Go ahead. You had to back out and come back in because of the mic. I can't hear you. When you take a call and knock your mic off, just exit out and come back in. I'll let you on. I can't hear you. You got to X out and open it back up. Let me see if we can get them back on, fellas. And then, shit, we've been running it. There it is. I can hear. I can hear the air in your phone. Yeah. If somebody calls, just gonna knock your mic off.
Oh yeah, my girl ended up in the hospital, man, waiting to get seen.
Is she good? You gotta go or what?
She all right.
All right. So we got the Puerto Rican kid. We fought out of Boots in his camp. Boots and his daddy was his trainer. What happened had we won? Now this fight, we do the Triller fight. Look good. They call me. Hey, you want to take this gold medalist, 2016 gold medalist, out of Lomachenko's camp? I said, give me a second. I said, give me a second. I click back over. I go look at him fight. I said, yeah, man. Yeah, we'll take that fight.
Uh-huh.
Now, you know what we've been doing. You know who we've been working with.
Uh-huh.
You know we was peaked. You know what was the most likely outcome of that fight. Damn Saturday, man. Saturday. Hey, fellas, fight's off. What?
Yeah.
Visa issues. I said, you know what? And that brother was a Muslim brother. I was watching him on social, and I know he was training. He was getting ready. So I gotta take it for what it is, right? But man, I'm rooting for this Japanese kid to land the biggest. So here's what I'm saying. The greatest fighters have to be managed right, because now Vasily Lomachenko is 14-2 2 losses, and y'all keep telling me he's the Muhammad Ali of the fucking lightweight division. And I think you are out of your rabbit ass mind, despite how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm not brave enough to pick this Japanese fella, I watched him fight Tio, and I'm a Tio guy. And he gave Tio every problem in the fucking world. And Tio pulled it out in the end. He ended up, he was giving Tio the business, bro. This guy, this Nakataki is 6 foot, bro. Long, and when he uses it, you can't hit him.
So we got to fight.
Now, the odds are so slanted. Of course, this is a gambler's dream, because a gambler will take a shot, right? He'll put the money on the good odds. But everybody in boxing that knows that I trust their opinion tells me that Loma's gonna beat the guy. But I think this guy can fight, bro. And I think, put it this way, if he knocks Lomachenko out or just beats him up, we'll go back to this, what I'm saying right now, because I'm not gonna be surprised at all.
I'm gonna take the Asian guy.
Hey, bro, I'm hoping he chucks one of those Nagasaki bombs, bro.
So Lopez didn't knock him out?
No.
Oh, fuck that. Then Lomachenko not gonna knock him out, because Lopez hits way harder than Lomachenko.
Oh, twice as hard. Yeah, twice as hard.
Hey,
man, that with the distance, bro. That with the distance, and it was like a 7-5 fight for Tio, man, like something like that. No, it was a very styles make fights. It was a very bad match for Tio, and that's why they wanted that fight. Loma said, "Oh, I got him," but then he fought Richie Coleman, or was it vice versa? He clipped Richie Coleman in a round. Richie Coleman's a bad motherfucker, bro. People think he's a bad dude. And Tio blasted him out. But no, bro. This fight with Nakataki and Tio, bro. Tio will tell you, man, that shit was rough, bro. And Tio said, man, I had a night off. That fucking dude was long, bro. It was hard to hit. Loma's a lot less man than Tio, bro. They both little bitty guys, but hey, bro, it wouldn't shock me. Now, Loma's supposed to go in there and do his transformer shit or whatever, you know, his I call him the that magical shit he's supposed to do, step over here and all this old bullshit and press the buttons, and he's supposed to win. He's the favorite. Because Nakataki, I think the odds is retarded, bro. He's like a plus 900. That's fucking retarded.
I think I need to go. I need to bet. I need to bet.
Nakataki fought the Puerto Rican who killed his wife. You remember that?
Oh, shit, yeah.
And the Puerto Rican that killed his wife clipped Nakataki and hurt him. And Nagasaki got off the fucking canvas and slept that boy, bro. Put him out in La La Land.
Oh, that's who. I saw that fight.
Yeah, bro, that's that dude. That's that dude. That's that Japanese dude, bro.
I need to bet on this fight.
He's gonna die. Listen, he's gonna die trying to fucking stop Lomachenko, bro. I don't know, you gotta go with the bookmakers. My trusted advisors, I don't gamble, but I ask them what's gonna happen. They tell me Loma's gonna work it. And I know Loma's taking this fight because Tio didn't look good against him. And if I could beat him, I could demand a Tio fight or whatever. But I think you're biting off more than you could chew. Now, here's my problem. Excuse Macheco. I can't dog Wilder with all his conspiracy theory. I can't say shit about that fella. But then let Lomachenko make it with his bullshit. I can't do it, bro. Lomachenko, and this one really pissed me off. The night of the fight, okay, you could say, hey man, I don't know, I gotta watch the fight over. I thought I did enough. That's fine, bro. That's fine. You thought so, whatever. Man, about 3 months ago, it's a video come up on YouTube, bro. Lomachenko's doing over there in Russian. And so it's subtext. It's all in Russian. So you got to read the shit, right? And it's his video. He created the shit or whoever over there. And he's talking about how the United States propaganda machine made it look like T.O. beat him. And they robbed him, and it was a big setup and this, that, and the third. I said, you motherfucker. All that glory, all that fucking you the greatest thing since Joe Louis, and you can't take an ass whooping.
Right.
You gotta take your ass whipping. You gotta take your ass whooping, bro, and adjust. Take your ass whooping, do your transformer shit in the gym, come back and win, and figure it out. Mm-hmm. You don't take that from that young boy.
Right.
T.O. played the game just like he was supposed to play it. Mm-hmm. Top Rank made him sign a contract, and who's the winner? Because Top Rank, Loma gave that boy a piece of his purse. Remember all that shit. Because he had to sign a deal with Top Rank for X amount of dollars. Even if he wins, he becomes the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, and he's got to get a minimum set fee. That's why when T.O. said, hey, man, I beat y'all superstar. Pay me. That's why his shit with Cambosa went to purse bid, bro. Because Bob wouldn't pay that man. You paid everybody. You pay all the other champions. Pay that man. So they go to purse bid now. T.O.'s about to make his life-changing money, which that Loma was a life-changing money, but now it's real life-changing money. And guess what? All of a sudden, Top Rank was willing to restructure his contract because he's the man now. That's what I'm talking about, bro. So I can't hold Wilder to the fire, bro, as a fighting man, and not hold this guy. And here's my thing. Right. Top Rank talks about Wilder the way I do with the excuses, but then you make excuses for your guy about how he was robbed in his world championship fight and how he's running around telling everybody American media is a motherfucker and all this old shit. And y'all ain't saying shit, bro, because he's your guy. I call it down the middle, bro. I call it down the middle, bro. Yeah. So now, guess what? When the Cuban quit against you, you went from high tech to the Matrix to no mas Machico. Remember that? I'm no mas Machico now. Yeah. So I said, nah, motherfucker, you excuse Machinko. That's what you is, bro. Till you prove me wrong. You excuse Machinko, like bro. As great as you are. As great as you are. I know I'm ranting, bro, but you know, two of them boys backed out on my kid, man. And we wasn't coming in the favor. We wasn't coming in the favor of none of them guys. They think they can beat us. They think they can beat us. I'm telling you something. All that wizardry shit don't fool me, bro. That shit don't, the same way it didn't fool Tito, that shit don't confuse me, bro. What you doing? Mm-hmm. That shit ain't magic to me, man. Mm-hmm. So I took the fights. They fell out. Pete's working on something for us now to make the catch back. But I'm done with them guys, man. I'm done with that Eastern European takeover bullshit, man. I'm done with that shit, bro. You come to America, man. And this is one thing that the Wilder super fans pulled, and it's a nice move. It's a nice move because I pull that move all the time. They say how Americans ain't gonna root for their champion, right? And I normally rock like that. That's normally my thing. Like if all else fails, I'm going for the American. But bro, you got to take your ass with it, man. You got to take that. How are you going to adjust? That's what I'm saying. How are you going? If you don't go to here's my thing. And Evans, if you completely disagree with me, let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. Mm-hmm. You fought this man 19 rounds. This man ass whooped you in 19 rounds. Even the two you knocked him down in the first fight, you get all the credit for it because you a punching motherfucker. He got up off the deck and fucking won them rounds and even them rounds out, but you got to get a 10-8 to Wilder. The second fight wasn't even fucking close. Here's what I'm saying. Even if you believe the gloves, he had weights in the gloves, Mark Breeden was working with Fury and put dope in your water. The referee was on his side. If you believe all that, bro, cool. But be professional. Go back to the gym and say, We believe all that. Now put that aside. We got to deal with how he fought, though. We got to deal with how he fought and adjust. Mm-hmm. And I'm hearing none of that shit, bro. I'm hearing hocus pocus and how Wilder's gonna lean on his warrior spirit and a man who's cheated and all this whole shit. None of that shit's gonna fucking matter when you get hit in the nose, bro. Real fucking hard. So I can't. The American card is a good card to pull because normally I fall for it, but I can't fuck with them. I can't fuck with the excuse shit, bro, because I can't let Loma make it. I can't call Loma on his shit and not call Wilder on his shit. It's the same thing for me. I'm not siding with a motherfucker. Listen, bro. My people is my people. Mm-hmm. Look, bro. That shit. I don't look at Wilder or Loma as I'm a Muslim Irishman married to a sister with black kids and all that. I'm not playing that race shit people like to play. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. Right. I'm looking at the pugilist aspect, bro, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, Wilder. As long as Wilder's chunking punches, he's dangerous, sure. But Fury told you that shit didn't matter when I ain't gonna let him punch. So what you gonna do in the ring? What you gonna do in the ring if he don't let you punch? Because I promise you, when you get hit on the button, hit in the nose, all them excuses, all you gonna know is them knees. And that's what I think, man, with that shit. I'm like, bro, and all that, you know, we could get into the body language. I consider myself a boxing body language guy, not other shit, but in a fight, I know what a man is. I know what a man is showing me, and so, you know, you can look for reasons if you're a fan, bro. But to me, this whole shit spells disaster, bro. This whole shit. I don't think. I certainly ain't impressed with the workout videos and knit videos and shit. I mean, to me, Malik.
I really wish. I know Wilder's conditioning coach. I believe, and you know, I ain't no boxing coach, but I know I've seen 2 fights of those 2 guys. We already know people don't give Tyson Fury the credit because this is what he's done. Remember, he's the first one to beat the fucking Klitschko.
Dominated him boxing him. Dominated him. Klitschko might have got what, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, maybe.
Yeah, if that. And Klitschko was at the height of his career. So now we take a Deontay Wilder.
He was like a 12-year run, bro.
Man, we got Deontay Wilder, who is a monster. The motherfucker can punch. We don't know if he could punch with the jab because he never jabs. Right. So this is and this is real plain and fucking simple. If Deontay Wilder, let me say this, Deontay Wilder must be in the best condition in his life. I'm not talking about I'm talking about cardiovascular wise. I'm gonna give him a little science on it because I don't usually
go ahead. I want to know.
But I'm gonna do it. There's two phases, there's 2 parts of conditioning. There's the cardiovascular side, there's the muscle endurance, and there is the conditioning side of boxing, of punching and recovery. Because guess what? I can give you the tools and the way to last for 10, 12 rounds. But what I can't give you is the tool. What I can't do is give you the tools to last that same amount of rounds punching with the impact. That's where the boxing comes in. If Deontay Wilder is not able to punch and attack Tyson Fury every round, it's gonna be a problem. Every single round. He can't dance with that motherfucker. He can't, when he jab, he got the attack. So when you punch, that muscle got to recover. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I don't have my I ask the coaches for 1 bag day. 1 day while I let the motherfucker just punch, so I think he get tired. But that's 1 day. We got the whole camp. where he got to be punching. And he got to be doing all kinds of shit to make this shit work. If Wilder don't do that,
he definitely has to make Fury go backwards.
yes.
Because we seen in the first fight, the only success he had, and it wasn't a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the success he had was when Fury was going backwards because Deontay. I'm gonna give you something to look for, Coach, and you might have seen it. Tell me or not.
I need to get some props from you. Am I right with the backwards?
No. I think everything you were saying is exactly what goes on in the fight, and those things got a mesh though. They got a gel. Okay. In other words, you got to blow out and recover in a fight. In a fight while you fighting, you got to have the tools in order to recover. You got to keep this motherfucker off you so you can catch your breath, and recover inside the ring. So all those things is right. But look for this. Deontay Wilder is so limited as a fighter, and everybody says that. But I'm going to tell you how limited he is. Deontay Wilder cannot punch like this. He can't. He can't do that. Why? Because he doesn't have the ability to defend himself and punch at the same time. He's either got to do one or the other. That's why you see when he's getting hit, his defense is this. When he does this, he can't punch it. No one can. You can't. I can't. So it's this. This is his defense. Now, when Deontay Wilder's dangerous, like this, Coach. When this right hand is right here on his chest, you better watch that motherfucker and make him get it. Make him, because this, and it is every fucking thing. Now, he's so limited. Go watch. You can watch the Fury, the beating again, the one that he got fucking crucified. He's so limited. Sometimes you'll actually see Deontay do this, bro. I've heard nobody online say this. I've heard none of his super fans say this. And I heard none of his detractors say this. He's so limited, you'll actually see Deontay Wilder do this. He'll take his lead hand, grab his right hand, and set it.
Yeah. I think I saw that.
Now,
what the fuck are you doing?
Now, if Quinton Randall was a heavyweight, and him and Wilder were evenly, right, for divisions. Coach, what I'm gonna do? Every time this kid does this, we gonna punch him. Bah! He ain't gonna never get set. Every time he goes to adjust his head, bah! We gonna hit him. Cause you don't gotta and we gonna hit him with the long weapon. I ain't gonna go. I'm gonna just reset him. Bow. Now. Boom, 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 boom. What Tyson Fury? Now we're talking tactics now. See, we're not getting into conspiracy and race and all this dumb shit. I'm telling you why the guy can't win. Tyson Fury went in there the first fight and said, fucking guy's so limited, I'm out boxing. What can he do? By the time I jab, or feint jab, my feint will make him do this. But I'm not going to go near him. And he did that, and still, he landed it. Tyson Fury said, this motherfucker. He goes, this guy can't fight, but boy, can he punch. He said, this is what I'm going to do, Deontay Wilder. I knew you was limited. I didn't know you was that limited. So now, instead of having weight loss camp, I'm in shape now. I'm 3 fights later. Because remember you fought the 2 guys before the rematch? Now I'm 170 pounds. And for a 7-foot dude, 6'9", a giant, he's actually better at 170 pounds because he can stand his ground. He said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit this motherfucker in the mouth, and he's going to do this because that's all he can do. Soon as I hit him in the mouth and he does that, I'm going to club him. Now, I'm not the best puncher in the world, but it doesn't matter. I'm 7 foot. And when I club this man, whether it's hits him on the temple, hit him on the shoulder, hit him anywhere, that's going to keep him here. And now I'm here. Go behind them, go behind them hands. It was a tactical move because it was actually safer for Fury to go forward if he did it right. Because Wilder can't do this. And he damn sure can't do this. Catch it.
Yeah.
He can't do none of that. So Fury did just what he did. Now go back. Now all you Tyson, all you Wilder guys, take old Coach's fucking lesson. I don't give a fuck if he's fighting Ortiz. I don't give a fuck if he's fighting the Haitian kid. Go watch Wilder. He only punches if this hand's here and his defense is this. And you'll see him grab his fucking right hand, bro, and set that motherfucker right here.
Damn.
It's hilarious, bro. It's fucking hilarious, bro. So you don't have the tools to make the adjustments, but you certainly can't make the adjustments if you're not even being taught. You're not even being taught. When I watched the fight, when I watched Malik Scott hit the mitts and shit, dude, he got Deontay Wilder doing what Bobby would do, one of his little guys, rolling over shots, hitting, rolling. Bruh, Deontay Wilder 6'7". What the fuck is he rolling, bro? He's supposed to keep rolling. He don't got no punch. He only got the right hand. None of this shit works. He needs space. He don't need a roll. He needs to keep Fury there and hit him before Fury comes, so he can get him. If Fury runs out there in round one, punches him in the mouth, the fight's over because he's gonna have to get reset. It's not that Wilder's a hole and none of that shit, bro. It's not that he's a coward and won't fight. He's proved time and again. Fuck, he was behind in how many fights? And that right hand gets him out.
Right.
A momentary lapse against Deontay Wilder, and you let him get set, that right hand's coming, bro. And if it lands, you out of there. It was a strategic move by Fury. Yeah. So it wasn't that Fury so all of a sudden some puncher like they pretend. Now Fury's selling that shit. Fury's saying, yeah, I'm a puncher now. But that's part of talking you out your shit. And
I keep telling them, boys, it's also a mental warfare. They don't want to believe me. It's a mental warfare.
Did you watch and we can finish with this. Did you watch the weigh-in?
Oh yeah. So I see it.
Okay,
Coach.
let me tell you what I see. Let me define it with my years of experience for fans. Sure, you could say he put the music on and the sunglasses because he just don't want to. This guy cheated him, so he don't want to take part in the shit. And Malik's gonna be his mouthpiece. Sure, you could believe that, and they may even be saying that, which any trainer worth his salt wouldn't allow his fighter to do that. Son, what's the problem? We got to dig deep now. We got to start talking about the psyche because maybe we should have took $3 million, let them go figure out the fucking undisputed championship, and when we take the $3 million, it's with the understanding we get whoever wins. Maybe we should have did that because that was smart. Because check this out, this shit here is not being there. Now you can believe hocus pocus and say he's doing it on purpose because fuck Tyson Fury and fuck this promotion. Y'all all cheated me and all that shit. That's a problem to begin with. But y'all going with it. Y'all riding with it. So he says his two little words, sits back down, puts his shit. Fury's going, I'll answer his question. Ask me the wilder question. Being Fury. And he can't get him to do nothing. So they set up and do the face off. Got the sunshades on. Fury standing there looking at him. They do that little 5-minute shit, and that's what people promoted. Oh, they was 5 minutes. Wilder finally took them glasses off, and Fury said, "You know what's about to happen to you." He put the glasses back on and walked the fuck off. Mm-hmm. Say what you want, mm-hmm. how you want, and what you want. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's getting away from the guy. Now, let me ask you this, Coach. Me and you boxed. You believe not only did I put what you call it? I dipped my wraps in the shit, the plaster. You believe we slipped you a Mickey, and some kind of way I put an egg weight in my glove, right? Some kind of way. And I beat the living snot out of you, and you analyze, think back, and say, "This rotten motherfucker, y'all some dirty, rotten motherfuckers." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Coach, when we get near each other again, now you truly believe this. You truly believe this. Who's gonna peel you? Who's gonna peel you off of me?
Man, ain't no. They better have some. They better have some tight security. Because I'm going out, because that's personal. I'm going after your ass. Fuck that.
I'm telling you.
First time I lay eyes on you.
I'm telling you, Deontay Wilder may have convinced himself of that by now because of the yes men reinforcing it, but in his heart of hearts. Because I don't even care. I don't care if you're a real fighting man. I don't care if you're not a real fighting man and just an athlete. If you feel a man assaulted you, and you really want to cut his head off and all that bullshit, you telling the promotion, not only do I show up, no, put him in a room with me. I want him to be in the room with me. Mm-hmm. When's the soonest we can be in the room together? When's the soonest? Because
jump on your ass.
Because even like a Tyson, when Evander was giving him the business, what did he do? When he couldn't get him with the gloves, he fucking bit it. He was trying to hurt him. I'm trying to hurt this motherfucker. Yeah. Deontay Wilder showed none of that shit, bro. None of that shit, bro. Now,
anybody talking about that? That's that mental warfare, Coach.
Now, I'll give him this, bro. Deontay Wilder gets set and lands the fucking home run. He can do it. But I absolutely think he's that was a bad. I would suggest people go watch that second fight again. That shit was bad.
I'm interested into seeing.
That shit was bad, bro. That shit was a bad. It was. That beating was bad, bro. That beating was bad, man. So if you think that don't deep down in here in places we don't like to go, deep down in places we act like don't exist, that shit's there, bro. That shit's there, and to me, it showed at the weigh-in. To me, I seen it at the weigh-in, and I certainly didn't see nothing in Fury. Fury was going for the ride. All right, whatever. He has zero worry about this kid, man. Zero. Like, let's do it. When that big boy stood up there across from you 2 feet, he knows the shit you've been talking. He knows you think you fucking assaulted him and all that shit, and he didn't even almost give you the time of day like you gonna do something. What you gonna do, man? Now, let's see. Let's see how it plays out, because I know if a motherfucker did me that, tough guy or not, I'm liable to have a roll of quarters with me if I think you did that shit to me. I'm liable to have my brass knuckles. I'm liable to have that shit and bah! And guess what? The fight's off or whatever. That motherfucker assaulted me, bro. I'm not no punk. I'm not no punk. Yeah. And I'm liable to have all my real guys with me because we gonna stomp his whole family out. We getting everybody. But we'll see.
True shit, man.
We'll see how it plays out, brother. We'll see.
That's true shit.
You got anybody on that? Next fight up card on the 24th?
Yeah, we've had Freddie Rojas on there. We have Issa Marie Kino's on that card.
Oh, Issa Marie's gonna be on there.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna have Manny Rojas on there debuting as a pro.
Oh, dude, we stacked. It's a stacked card.
It's gonna be a good card. It's gonna be a good
It's
card.
gonna be a awesome card, bro. God damn.
Yeah. And who else is on that card? Somebody else is on that card. I can't
Well,
remember.
Mean Gene and his son. His son's turning pro.
That's right. That's right.
And
That's
his
right.
retirement fight.
I think I may connect with that kid. I like that kid.
Let me tell you something.
He a monster.
Me and his dad is tight. I've been rooting for little EJ, bro. And let me say this: he's your type of fighter. He's a conditioned overwhelming guy. He's coming, bro. So he's like I don't want to compare him because he's his own man, of course, but he's in the vein of like that peak Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? He's in the vein of that. He's coming. He's throwing shots. He's a strong motherfucker. You know, that would be a great connection, man. And maybe he's got a guy. Maybe he's got guys. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I know you. I know them. That would be a great connection.
I worked with them before. And we talked about it, but that's in their hands. I would love to work with a
courteous
like that.
Courteous, great, raised right. I love that kid, man. I'm rooting for him to go to the moon. We also got we also got the professional debut of our homegirl, Jiffy, man. Jiffy's gonna make
That's right. That's who I'm thinking of. I was thinking of her. Yeah, she's she better do her thing, man. She's a mom and she's out there doing her thing. And I think it's a testament to moms who were former athletes that you can still do this thing if you put your mind and get the right team behind you. I think she's in position to do that. So I'm looking for her to have a good deal. It's gonna be good for her. And next fight up, they put on the best fights. You know how the man do for us. Shout out to my man taking over the state of Texas, soon to be worldwide. So yeah, it's always good fight, man.
We got I think me and my people, my camp, we got a great relationship with Next Fight Up. We got a great relationship with El Tigre and Chris and Alfonso. So I believe those two promotions are the best. Not best, because Leland, shout out to them. Shout out to Roy Foreman, bro. That's my guy. They do shows, but I think Next Fight Up and El Tigre is the most active when the pandemic ain't happening. And they pack the house, bro. No matter where it's at, they get all the young fighters here opportunities, bro. They always forthcoming with us and invite us to come on with the podcast, as well as if I got a fighter on there. But shout out to Joe, man. I got some shit for you. Me and you gonna talk later. But Joe reached out for this one too. So Joe, I call him Joey V, the Dutchman, man. Forrest partner, bro. That's my guy, man. The lawyer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy, bro. So yeah, man. I think that's gonna be a great event. That last event with El Tigre was off the chain in Galveston. We went live. We was doing a live thing over there, doing some commentary. But I'm excited, bro. With EJ going pro, with Jiffy going pro, and now I didn't know Issa Marie and Freddie and them was on there. Again, Freddie and them. I became a fan by going down there. You work with them, and I watch them be sparring down there, so I root for them fucking guys, man. Issa Marie, of course, she's been on the podcast. Yeah, Issa Marie been on the podcast, so she knows I support her. I'm backing her too, bro. So boxing's back, man. I'm loving it.
It's back. We're gonna see some full effect.
We're gonna see some great fights, man. Soon as boy get out this sack camp, bro, I'm gonna be sending them back to you, dude. I appreciate you covered, man. I appreciate everything you do, not only for Quinton, for my son, everything, bro. For all them fighters, I'm fans, bro. And I'm the super Regis fan, so that's how I know you, shit. So everything's good. Hey, what about what's Hannah's next move, bro? She got a next move, next fight, or what?
I talked to Hannah. We're waiting for Hannah to get an opportunity sometime in September on the Bella card. She's won another world title at a heavyweight division. So we're waiting for that date for September. Looks like I'll
Her
be
and
in Costa Rica.
her and Danielle had a little couple Twitters. Danielle's
Yeah. Well, you know, I know you. Listen, I've seen a lot of female fighters in my lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first had a face-to-face, I ain't seen nothing like it. And
Big strong girl
she
too.
went the first. Oh my God, Coach, I'm telling you. Like I said before, people, they laugh and they say what they want. They say what they want to say about me, but this is not the same Hannah Gabriel that Clarissa fought.
She's done
She's
elevated.
not the same fighter. She's up, and they know it. And
That's her.
Mm-hmm.
That's her. That was her only loss, right, Hannah? She was undefeated when she fought.
She lost some, I think, early on in her career, but
since becoming a champion.
Yeah. So since Clarissa calls herself the GOAT, in female boxing across the globe, from the United States to Ukraine, Hannah Gabriel is the only female in boxing to put Clarissa on her ass and still went 10 rounds. This ain't the same Hannah Gabriel.
She did.
That happened. She's going to put her on her ass again, but this time she ain't getting up.
Ooh, boy. Uh-oh. You know my girl. You know I'm the GOAT's biggest supporter. She even admitted it on my podcast. And we keep in touch. And there's no bigger promoter of Clarissa Shields than me. If I had money, the world would know it, right? So you just said something, bro. We're shit. What would you call us? But we're in business together. We fucking teammates.
Oh yeah.
I want to watch it. Hey, and I still need to get Hannah on the show, bro. I still need to get her on the show, man.
I'm gonna get Coach up. You got my word, man.
I'm gonna get Hannah on the show, and if she's willing to fight Danielle, because Clarissa's doing the MMA thing. Shit, I don't know what she's gonna do. When she's gonna get that
MMA, she's not. That's not gonna be for her. I can already tell you right now. If that competition stiffens, she better get out of that sport because them girls.
Let me ask you this though. I was the main guy saying, I don't disrespect other fighting arts because I don't allow them to disrespect our shit, right? And I think it's disrespectful when the MMA guys think they will come in boxing and win a boxing match because at the elite level, this is what I mean. You can do the gimmick shit, but there's not an MMA world champion. There's not that's going to come into boxing and fight a world champion in a boxing ring and box and beat him. That ain't gonna happen. You never gonna see that happen. Now, I had to be honest with myself. I said, of course, I'm gonna back Clarissa to the fucking end of the moon, right? I'm the fan. But I said, I'm not gonna fucking lie and sit here and pretend like she's supposed to win. I mean, this is a different world. She fucking been training for 6 months. And she's gonna go in here and fight this veteran fighter with 20 fights. We know MMA guys don't go undefeated. None of them do because there's too much shit going on. But there's no way she's supposed to win. And when that fight happened, immediately to the ground, and she was like a turtle, like I figured. And I'm like, man, this is my fear. I was like, this is what this girl ain't gonna try to fight Clarissa. She's gonna fucking tackle and shit. So what I want you to do, this is what I'm saying. And of course, Clarissa stuck to it, didn't panic, and fucked around and won. I just want people to give her the credit for winning the MMA fight. Period. Just you not.
You know what? And
she's not supposed to win.
I'm not the guy. I'm not. I gave her credit for the fight. I said, she went into the fight and she performed, and she performed under some pressure. She performed under the pressure, the level of pressure that they gave her. Yeah. Now, kudos for her winning that fight. That fight was good, but that fighter's not the actual elite level in that game. And
No,
like you said, Coach,
she's not a man. Go ahead.
It's difficult. It's disrespectful, like you said, to come into a sport from another sport like boxing, MMA, and think you're gonna be world champion. And I'm telling you that MMA is some rough shit. There's some rough women.
Yes.
Elbows, knees.
Yes.
And if you don't have the necessary foundation to withstand that stuff, it'll be a difficult task. Now, does Clarissa Shields have the talent to do that and the will? I believe she does. But I think as it gets tougher, she's gonna pull out of there because it's too rough, and it's not her. That ground game is a motherfucker.
Well,
that ground game ain't no joke.
And everything we learn as fighters and in boxing is polar opposite in that shit. So it's really walking a thin line. But I'll say this: when we had Clarissa on the podcast, and I asked her, the pandemic just started. I said, "How serious are you with the MMA?" And she was like, "I'm dead serious. I'm already got a deal. I'm working on a deal." And about a month later, the PFL thing went through. But she told me, she said, "Coach," she says, "I'm not going to fucking go into MMA thinking I could go in there with Amanda Nunes, the best girls and shit. I'm supposed to win. Nah, I ain't never fucking fought this shit. So I'm going to fucking train, take some fights and try to learn. Now, it's going to be a fast track, but I'm going to try. I'm dipping in it. It's real. I'm going in it." And that's what I'm saying. If we think Clarissa Shields was supposed to go in the cage with a Amanda Nunes or any of those top girls, what's the white girl I really like? And she was a boxer at first, a kickboxer, and then the white woman, the girl she trained with, Holly Holmes. If we thought Clarissa Shields was supposed to go and get in the cage with a Holly Holmes, well, I think that's kind of like unfair. That's silly. That's kind of like that's like what they do. They come to boxing thinking they gonna get in there because they throw punches, that they gonna be able to box with a boxer. So I think she's being smart. I just think she's gonna be under pressure regardless because she's Clarissa Shields, and they go on a fast tracker. So as long as she stays in the MMA, she's gonna be climbing that elite level. And like you saying, at the elite level, shit's gonna change. And I agree. So now I'm a boxing guy. I want Clarissa in the boxing ring. That's what I want. I want her to keep on building on her legacy that's gonna stand the test of time. Is my prediction, right? And fighting that MMA, shit, girl, I don't know if you might get put in a chicken wing and that fucking right hand don't never work right again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't know. So I want her in the boxing.
They put you in some awkward positions and make a motherfucker quit.
Right. So I want her in boxing. But if she's going to MMA, fuck it. I'm riding with her till the wheels fall off. But
I tell you what,
I much rather see her. I much rather see her in a ring with Hannah. I much rather see her in a ring with this Sarah Marshall, who's still bragging on the one amateur fight she lost to that girl. I much rather see her on the zone whooping Savannah Marshall. I much rather see. They think Katie Taylor's the pound for pound. Okay. Pay Clarissa.
Yeah.
They pay Clarissa. She'll meet you at 47, but she ain't going to 47 and then you back out the fight and shit. No. Break bread. The zone got the money. Break bread. Let's see. It's, man, women's boxing is deep, bro. With women like Hannah Gabriels, Clarissa. And I would be remiss before we get off of here. Shout out Marlena Esparza, world champion. You did it, girl. You did it, girl. And this is the thing. We back all our hometown fighters. And I hope she knows that. She's been on the podcast a couple of times. You know, she supported us. We support her.
What weight class is that?
Was it Banner? Because she fought, I think 118, bro. 118, I believe.
Well, let me put a little something out there, Coach. I'm one of them dudes.
Oh, say it plain, like I do. Say it plain, bro.
And I hope Marlene, she stays in that division for at least another year or so, because when Jenny win this gold medal and come out the Olympics, we're gonna put some on Marlene ass too, just like we did at the trial for Rio. So you tell Marlene that, but Jenny is waiting to beat that ass in the pros.
Wait a minute. I'm the Clarissa guy. Fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh is the Marlin guy. Now, but I'm also, you know who else I am? Jenny Filson. She knows that. She's been on the podcast. I'm rocking with Jenny. I can't wait for her to go win this gold medal. I can't wait for her to go professional and be right side by side with her homegirl, Michaela. Michaela winning them titles. Jenny winning them titles. Marlene got a title. Hey, I love it, bro. And that's a hell of a rivalry, because I remember in the amateurs, Marlene would get her, and then Jenny fuck around and matured and got her business. Now look at her. Now she gonna get her medal. So hey, we Houston to the end, but you know, squad up. We the squad up. You know. Every time I post something with you, I hashtag Jenny. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know that squad up, and she's a great gal, man. She's a great fucking gal, man.
I love that kid, man.
Absolutely.
Her for almost 10 years now. Shit.
Damn, I didn't know y'all went back that far.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you. I ain't gonna say much more. She had been losing to Marlene, and when she came to me, she said, "Coach, I got this Nimitz." I said, "What?" Marlene's sponsor said, "We're going to Rio. We're going to beat her." And that's exactly what happened. That's the truth. You ask her, she'll tell you. I said, "You will not lose to this girl. We're gonna go to Memphis. We're gonna whoop her ass every time they put it in front of us, and you're gonna go to Rio." I had her like a month. I had her so focused. First, and we got her the second fight. Jenny demolished her. And the crowd was like, "Oh, what happened?" I said, "We trained for this. And we're going to beat her again in the finals." Beat her again in the finals. So, yeah.
Good. That's a rivalry. That's a rivalry.
Oh, yeah, it's a rival. It's a rival, I'm telling you.
But, hey, no small feat. You know that, Coach. Marlene been doing this all her life.
Absolutely.
She had that setback. She had that setback with Sanisa going down there at 112 pounds. And look at her, bro. World champion, man. And when I see
kudos to her.
Yes.
Tough kid. Good fighter, good boxer. I saw her fight when she got cut.
And then outside the ring shit, like you were saying, you know, she was fighting Sanisa, going through a divorce, just had a baby, a whole bunch of I'm not making no excuses. I'm just saying she was dealing with a bunch of shit. Right. And for her to bounce back and win a world title, man, is no small feat, man. And kudos to Marlene Esparza, man. I'm glad she fucking accomplished everything. Bronze medalist, Houston, world champion, WBC world champion. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely.
Jenny's gonna go get that gold medal. She's gonna come back a hero, and we gonna hold her and march her down the street, bro. Till she gets in them pro ranks, bro, and handle her business. And what I know is her and Michaela so tight. You know, Michaela's what you got, the running back and the fullback, right? That fullback going through the hole. She gonna slide right on in there, bro. So it's a beautiful thing. Next week I got Kenny Sims, bro. Can't wait to talk to him, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to call in on that one.
We gonna do it. Call in. We gonna put you up on here, man. Hey, we always talk that good boxing shit, brother. I'm glad you came on here, man, and we gonna do it whenever we got something going, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, man, because you don't have to do all this stuff, but I appreciate the support, man. And look, 100 all the time, 100.
Oh, I don't know how to be. I don't know how to be fake, brother. I don't know how to do it.
Listen. All I got is real. I got real killers in my corner, man. Real men that can stand on their 10 toes, man. And if I say it over here, I can say it over right in your face. So that's what I deal with. So yeah, man, much love to your stuff, man. And just keep doing what you're doing, man. That real commentating, that real shit, that real boxing talk. right here.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. And Quinton's right back at it Monday, bro. Monday morning. Well, he was with you this weekend. He was with you this week.
Well, I had him this morning, but I had to go to the thing this morning. So
right.
He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, bro, we ain't gonna miss nothing, man. That's one thing about my guy, bro. I ain't gotta work him at all. He gotta work me. Hey, Coach, I'm going here, man, and all right, I need you here. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. We work, we work like it's a well-oiled machine, bro. Fuck. I started training that kid. We in 2021. He walked into the gym. He walked out of prison into the gym the next week in 2010.
Wow.
And here we are. And I said this to Quinton. He knows it ain't to put pressure on him. But I said it publicly. I said, son, let me tell you something, man. We've been in this boxing thing so long. My life, it goes back 3 generations. And I said, we ain't never created a world champion. And here's the thing. We were street guys and we would fuck it up, and all this here type of shit. I said, I look at you as the culmination of my family's boxing. And not to put it on you, but every time I say that Mintz Collinsworth lineage, I add Randall to that because I know a few years ago, I decided if this kid says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And man, I'm so proud, bro. That is ridiculous. I'm proud of this guy, and he's always been a stand-up guy, and he's always did what he said he was gonna do. And you can't tell me that I'm not gonna produce a world champion that I developed from the ground up. You see what I'm saying? You can't tell me that because it's about to happen, and that's what we gonna do, bro. And it takes a team, bro. Even though he's fighting, it takes a team. It takes trainers. It takes strength trainers. It takes the mental aspect of the game. It takes management. All these things, and we see one little slip up here, you got to restart. So that's why I'm so proud of guys like Kenny Sims Jr., man, for what he did. Because my eyes don't lie, bro. I know what I'm looking at. Now go do the shit. You know what I'm saying? You with K. You with your dad, you got the fucking thing. You down here working with world champions. You down here sparring. Son, don't be denied, bro. And that's what he did. And I love it, bro. I love it. And that's the same thing Hurd's going to do. The same thing Jenny's going to do. The whole squad's going to do it, bro. The whole fucking squad. These is all fighting men that work hard, man. And you're a very, very important part of that shit, bro. And it's proven. It's proven.
Yeah.
It's proven, bro. Shout out to Regis, man. When you do this thing with Mike, you come on the show, bro, so we could talk that good boxing shit, man.
You know he want to talk some shit.
Appreciate you, brother.
It's good, man. All right, man. You take it easy, bro.
I'm out here.
Thank you. All right, peace.
All right, people. I think I need to end it. First time I'm controlling the broadcast. All right, y'all be cool, man. Check in next week. We got Kenny Sims Jr., man. Fresh off his defeat of Elvis Rodriguez on Top Rank. He won a WBC U.S. title, so you know that's going to put him in the rankings, man. He's climbing up. Junior welterweight or super lightweight, 140 pounds. Shout out.